What's going on, earth signs? I'm talking to the Virgo. I'm talking to the Capricorn. I'm talking to the Taurus. Peace, light, and love gonna raise up the frequency on this energy right about now. I done meditated on your energy, earth signs, and we gonna talk a little bit about what's going on right now. I'm bringing you a divine oracle for this full super moon in Aquarius. The super moon means that the energy is just intense that we're experiencing, right? And this energy, that's Aquarian energy. Oh, it's a special type of energy. This is that humanitarian energy, that creative, that intelligent, that independent, that unique, that progressive energy. What we want to know is, how can we illuminate this energy within us? How can we use our unique, authentic, creative brilliance? How can we do that? The question we ask ourselves with this full moon is, what needs to go? What patterns, what ways of being, what mentalities, what are the things that are holding us back? And we got a lot of opportunity for us to really review a lot of major lessons that we came here to learn within our lives. We got an opportunity to review the energy. We got a lot of planets that's in review. We got the energy of transformation, which is connected to the planet Pluto. This is in review, our transformation, how we shift, how we change, those things that we feel like are that we are powerless over. We get an opportunity to see transformation in those areas. Right now, it's positioned in Capricorn. Capricorn is all about authority, the old ways, tradition, the system. We get an opportunity to review transformation, things that we feel powerless up under. We get an opportunity to review that and see if this is the direction that we want to go in. This is a check-in time before we shift in 2024 into this Aquarius energy that's going to bring us more into this humanitarian energy, that's going to help us to be more in a progressive type of energy. Along with that, major life lessons, which is connected to the planet Saturn, under review in retrograde in Pisces. And Pisces is the realm of illusions, dreams, addictions. The mystical energy is all connected to Pisces, but we get to check in on those major life lessons surrounding all of those things, right? Also, right along with it in Pisces is Neptune. Neptune is the planet that rules Pisces, which again is about those illusions, those ideals, those inspirations, the dream realm and everything, right? But it also helps us to really take a look at how we've been bullshitting ourselves at the end of the day, how we kidding ourselves, right? We get an opportunity to face some real truths within ourselves so that we can really start seeing some progress for our ascension. The other one that's up under, I can't say it's a planet, that's what is that, an asteroid or some shit, but that Chiron, the wounded healer. When you look at the symbol for Chiron, it looks like a little key, right? Because there's some major keys up in that. When you see that little key up on your chart, you can go to AstroSeek, you can go to what else? What is there? Cafe Astrology. There's so many places that you can go where you can pull your charts to find out where these planetary positions are at. And these are some things that's really going to assist you on there. Make sure you see where that Chiron is at. The Chiron energy is under review. This is in retrograde as well. Right now, it's in Aries. And Aries is all about that I am energy, all about how we show up for ourselves. This is boss up energy. And Chiron is the energy of the wounded healer. And what we have to do when we're in this energy, when we're in this review, this is giving us an opportunity to really heal those wounds around the way that we've been showing up for ourselves, and really start taking the wheel, bossing up, moving forward and making it all go down in a way that's more in our favor. We get to do that. A whole nother review. And then last but absolutely positively not least is that Venus retrograde. And Venus is all about our relationships, right? The things that we value, right? The beauty, all of those type of things, art. This is positioned up under the zodiac of Leo. And when it's up under Leo, this is all about that creative, childlike, imaginative energy, right? This is all about tapping into what the heart really wants. So this retrograde in Venus is going to be especially impactful because it's going to give us an opportunity to review our relationships and get ourselves in alignment with what the heart really wants. The relationships with the folks that surround us. Most importantly, the relationship we got with ourselves. We get to check in, and we got all of these planetary alignments in retrograde helping to support us in shifting in the direction that's most beneficial for us. What an exciting time it is right about now. Oh, we get to do this periodically, you know, but I love when we get to see just how this begins to play out. And this ain't it, because by the end of the month, we go see some more planets being in retrograde. We've been doing this for quite some time now. We get an opportunity to review and check in with all these particular energies. And at the end of this particular month, we gonna do that all over again. And we got another supermoon that's coming up at the end of the month. So exciting times is all about. This is some very, very tricky energy. And this is a time for us to really use discernment, listen to our intuition, and really start getting into a space of trusting ourselves. So let's see what message Spirit has for us. Earth signs. The first thing that Spirit wants you to deal with, know about, be aware of, is that pride. The full moon in Leo card comes up, reminding us not to let our pride get in the way. Sometimes we get into this space where we think that we get this imagination of how things are supposed to be, how things are supposed to look. And there ain't nothing wrong with that at the end of the day. But sometimes we get ourselves into this space where we start imagining to our detriment. And that's where pride begins to get in the way. And Spirit came through to pull your coat and remind you not to let that pride get in the way. We get ourselves into these positions because it's a fear-based emotion, right? Where we start allowing pride to stop us from being able to move forward, make that progress, do the things that we need to do, right? But Spirit wants you to recognize that a new start absolutely is coming. So this new moon card coming up, letting you know, I know you ain't really seeing that, but this is absolutely what's about to be going down. So this new moon card letting you know that a new start is coming. Don't let your pride trip you up and have you miss your opportunities that's going in here, right? Don't let that happen to you. But all in that same tone, because see, you need that ego. It's going to definitely help you along your journey. Because Spirit is recommending that you make sure that you tapping into this confidence. We got the new moon in Leo card. See, we stepping it in, right? Earth signs. This new moon in Leo is reminding you that your confidence is your key to success. If you ain't believing it, if you ain't seeing it, how you figure if somebody else is finna see all of that, right? But if you start really trusting, if you really start believing in what it is that you're doing, you connected to your star player, you are absolutely unstoppable. And recognizing that everybody ain't gonna celebrate you, this is another thing Spirit just showed me. Don't you let your pride get in your way and stop you because you thinking about them naysayers. See, one thing you got to know about greatness, when you doing something great, there's always going to be a hater, a naysayer, an alligator, a player hater. There's always going to be somebody that's rolling on that particular frequency. There ain't nothing you can do with it. But just know that that's an indication of greatness, because it don't always sit well with folks. You ain't really moving nobody when you ain't making no moves, right? Nobody cares if you just sitting around in silence, right? Ain't making no moves, ain't doing nothing, then ain't nobody got nothing to say. You can just hide and stay out the way, or you can get out there, boss up, and really show out. And forget about that foolishness right there. Because what the spirit wants you to recognize, what we want you to see, is that there's a new cycle that's beginning right about now. This new moon, it starts off. Hold up. Hold up. Yeah. See, that new moon energy, we look at that. I just sat there and thought about that. See, it starts on the 7th day. This is all about that consciousness reset and everything, right? On that new moon. See, this is getting us in alignment with getting our head together and figuring out those things that we need to make the adjustment on, so that we can be about the business of being who we are. Because a new start is beginning. See, this new moon in Libra is letting us know that a new romantic cycle is beginning. This new romantic cycle is about relationships. Absolutely. But that new romantic cycle is about that romantic cycle within yourself, right? When you start loving you, when you start showing up for you, all of the other connections that you got around you, they start to really begin to support the light within you. Why is that? Because when you loving yourself, you giving everybody the blueprint on how it needs to go down. But you got to make sure that you tapping in and tuning in to what you need first and foremost at the end of the day. You got to love you first, because this new romantic cycle is really about you. That's how you really show love out into this world. You can't give nobody no love if you ain't got it for you. And this new romantic cycle is all about you stepping into that position where you ain't allowing pride to get in your way. You recognizing that there's new opportunities for success to come out there, and you are stepping into your power, rolling as confidently as you absolutely can. At the end of the day, because that new romantic cycle is beginning, when you showing up for yourself, you showing up for yourself. Let's talk about that purpose. So Spirit wants you to know that whatever this work is that you trying to get off, because see, this is why we got that retrograde up here in Venus, so that this retrograde or in Venus being in Leo, for you to tap in and tune in again to what that heart wants. So when this support card comes up, Spirit letting you know your life purpose is fully going to support you. It ain't making no difference. This is about tuning into what it is that you want, because your life purpose here is to be creative and to do things that make you light up. It ain't about you coming here to work the rat race, to live the struggle, to go through a change, and to have a nervous breakdown out here in these streets. This is all about you coming here to live your very best life. It's not about outside factors, none of that other stuff. But whatever it is that you're trying to do, Spirit wants you to know that your life purpose is fully supporting you at the very end of the day. Now, we ain't gonna lie and say that the finances is definitely not a thing, and we don't want to worry about that, right? Because we get into that space, a lot of folks in these spiritual communities who think that they don't need to worry about finance at the end of the day, and you don't need to worry about it. That's not a worry thing. Putting that energy on your finances is probably not in your best interest. You probably want to raise the vibe up on that and not put that energy on there particularly. However, financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So we know they say, what is that? No romance with no finance. Romance with no finance is a nuisance, right? So finances and career, these issues are a factor, and we know that. But let me encourage you during this Venus retrograde, because these may be issues for this particular time. It might be an issue at this particular time. Try and be very creative at this particular time and try to find out, what are some things that you can do that's not really going to cost so much. When you start figuring out ways to be creative in how you spend your money and start making priorities, you'll start noticing that there's a lot of things that'll bring you joy, that'll bring you pleasure, that really don't cost you very much money. Simply going out, walking in the park, enjoying nature, it usually costs absolutely nothing. So finances and career, it may be an issue in your financial life right now. It's not going to always be like this. I want to encourage, Spirit wants to encourage, stay present. It's all good. Don't you worry about that, because the Archangel Jeremiah came through to let you know that your life is under review. We got all these retrogrades going on. See, that's what I was just talking about right there. All these retrogrades we got going on, our transformation, our major life lesson, our illusions, our ideals and aspirations, the wounded healer, past trauma that we had, right? We get to fix all it. We get to heal all of that, fix it. Yeah. Relationships, all of that under review. And the Archangel Jeremiah came through to let you know, take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that's unbalanced. This is a time where we get to heal that. We got that Neptune in Pisces, we got that Saturn in Pisces, and we dealing with that particular energy. And this Archangel is here letting you know you being fully supported with all of that, your life being on review. You get to make a shift to whatever direction you want to. Now, you can stay in delusion and addiction if that's just what it is for you. If that's where it's at, then you get the boogie on, Reggae Woman, and jam to the groove. However, you got options in these streets. Please know that. Let's see what's going on for all of the individual signs. We gonna start off with the Virgo. The Virgo, we got the Capricorn energy. When this Capricorn energy comes up, this is all about you being about the business. Ambition, right? Making your goals happen and everything. Now, we already know, see, most earth signs, they really don't have too much issue with being about the business of making things happen. This particular Capricorn energy is letting you know, do not give up. See, you see that symbol of the Capricorn, it's that mountain goat. They always climbing the mountain and everything. They about that business. They about that life. They about that work. That's some boss up energy, Capricorn energy is. And so when this card is coming up, this is definitely tell you, don't give up. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Be encouraged. Bossing up in these streets, Virgo. Yeah. All right, Capricorn, we pulled your card. Let's see what it is right now. Woo, okay. So what I got right here, I got the 10 of Earth energy. When this card comes through, this is all about collecting all of those things that you desire to bring into your life, right? This ain't just about like material possessions and whatnot, right? We talking about like your relationships, your connection, having those resources and everything, right? Having people around you, that's about the business, that supports you in a lot of your endeavors and all of that, right? We talking about that particular vibration. We talking about like not just having stuff, but just really having that life where you are enjoying your life, where you get to enjoy the richness of life, the essence of life. That's what that particular energy is about. And what Spirit wants you to know, Capricorn, we already know this is what's on your mind, right? So this is all just letting you know it is on the way. You be encouraged. You stay in tune with the star player within you. Trust that it's going to be on your way. These ideas, as long as you keep in that vibration in the space that you need it to be in, you keeping it focused, eyes on the prize. You ain't worried about the haters and the naysayers that's all around you. When you focusing on the direction that you're trying to be in, you keep your vibration in alignment for you to start accomplishing, for you to start achieving, for you to start making things happen, because now you're in alignment. When you worrying about that stuff, then you move yourself out of vibration, and your blessing is here and you down here, and y'all can't meet each other. So you raising it on up right there, you keeping yourself focused, and watch what it do. This is what that card is letting you know. All right, Taurus, let's see what's going on. Let me tell you something. Woo! This fixed energy right here, I'm sure this super full moon energy is going to be dealing with you in some profound ways. And I'm going to tell you something. You ride these cosmic waves, because let me tell you, it's going to work out for you at the end of the day. Now, let's talk about this energy right here. We got that 4 of Cups. You got to come up out of this. You got to come up out of this energy of thinking ain't nobody available to you. The 4 in water, my bad. Of thinking that ain't nobody available to you at the end of the day, right? Worrying about what the naysayers, what the player haters, and all of that other foolishness is going on, and about this and that. Not thinking that there's going to be enough to go around. You know, all of those type of thoughts, we got to release those thoughts. These are thought patterns that they say in the spiritual community don't serve you. That's what they talking about. Them type of thoughts that you sit around studying, that you know, when that player hater, he show up and say, you know, this really ain't for you. You know, you can't trust them fools. That type of conversation, let's not keep entertaining the energy of the player hater. I just want you to be aware that he available and you can beat him. And with this particular card that's coming up, is letting us know that this energy is going to be hitting you in some special ways. And you got to recognize that folks be in your corner. They love you. They care about you. You go use your discernment, because we know this energy is a little tricky. Listening to your intuition and trusting yourself so that you can navigate this righteously. You're going to take them lessons that you got from the past. You go use them not to fuel your fire so that you out here like a fire-breathing dragon just blowtorching folks. That ain't the direction we going in. But we go use that past as a mental note. So we'll say, okay, we know where that train going. We ain't going in that direction. We going in this one. We taking it in a whole nother way. When this 4 energy comes in, this is all about you changing the way you feel about things, making the adjustment so that the vibration changes. See, that's what this is all about at the end of the day. When you start making that shift in how you feel about those things and resolving all of that other foolishness, especially when you realize it don't matter, when you see how bright that future is, then this is when you start noticing this stuff, the things that you desire begin to find you. Yeah, that's how that go. So I hope that this was helpful for you. Peace and light, peace and love. Enjoy that super full moon energy. Peace, peace, peace.